And Miss Advocacy, Ivy, had everything you dream of in a man, right? Wealthy, rich, stupid rich, Ruto rich type. Okay?
But you forget something else. He controlled every finance.
Everything. That's right.
If I had to have my friends, my Kenyan friends come over, we have to budget a week before. And then he has to go shop those things himself.
Tell them.
Yeah.
So he controlled every aspect of your financial life.
Rich type, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Ruto
rich
and
type.
even right now, whatever he tells the court, the only difference between Australian court and American court, our case has been going to different states. Okay, different federal courts. That's the only difference, and it ended up in South Australia. And I decided I don't want to pay. I'm poor. Like, I'm paying lawyers since I started. I paid more than $500, $500,000 in legal fee since I came back here.
Okay, wait a minute. We have to, this the misadvocacy story is a story. When you are addressing it, you really have to make sure that you get everything she's telling you. Listen to this. She has spent $500,000 on lawyer fees. Ivy, do you know how much $500,000 is in Kenya shillings? Okay, listen. Okay, sitaki lale huko juu, sitaki ujakuja kukula mandazi. Okay, chukua kalamu uchukue. There you go. Thank you, because Hamris does the math.
And that's just here. And that's just here. In America was different.
That's just in Australia. That's over 50 million shillings.
And I've only been here for a year since I came back. I came back on 9th of January.
That's over 50 million, Apostle. Over 50 M. That's just lawyer fees. Sura ngumu. Unataka kupiga kichwa. Nini kichwa imefanya? Hata hesabu haingii kwa kichwa vizuri. Yeah, 50 million shillings. Crazy, man.
Rasta, I understand. Rasta, I do understand.
Listen to this, man.
So,
go ahead.
So, even the attorney I had here, she just one day an attorney called me. Bank here closed at 4:00 in Sydney. I was in Sydney that time. Attorney wangu ananipigia simu hiyo tu, after nimeongea na wewe, I came ahead to for an attorney. Nimeamua kulipa, nimesahau hata niko kwa country yenye niko na free legal napata free legal
advice. Yeah.
Because I'm a citizen. Yeah. So I forgot about that. So as soon as I remember that, I dropped her. But only because a Kenyan lady gave me this lady. Alafu demo akaniambia ati ameni overpay. How can a lawyer overpay? How can a lawyer? Me, I'm the one paying the lawyer pays me.
Crazy.
So she wants 20K from me, and I said, if you really said you put money in the trust account yako for me, why can't you get the 20K from that amount? So the woman who is representing me called the Kenyan lady who introduced me to her. Umeelewa? And this lady, I trusted her because she went through something similar. This is why somebody else introduced me to her. So she's been helping by calling. Sometimes she just call me, tell me her story. She only has one kid who was taken, but now they have shared the custody. But then I only understood her. I wanted to talk to her because, it's good to talk to people who have gone through it, because you can see what they did, what can work for you.
True.
So I talked to her. This time she called me and she kept, akinikuonyesha message utashanga. I was going mad. This woman was texting me, give the money back to this woman. Give the money back to this woman. I'm like, didn't block. I blocked her. Nowadays, it's not hard for me to block somebody because I do not have to defend anybody. This is one thing about me. They forget I'm going through pain. They've gone through their own pain. I'm still going through mine. And even though they are friends, I never met this woman anyway. Only I know is she's Kenyan. She's from Central. That's it. And it doesn't matter where she comes from. As long as it's an African and they give you advice, you want to associate with them because you want to get something out of them. Because she had the case like mine. That's why I took the lawyer she had.
Now, there's one part in your story, Miss Advocacy, I'd like to ask you. You say you spoke about losing all people who used to be your friends. They walked away. Do you? Would you
Yes,
say?
they did.
Would you say these so-called friends, and I'm sure they are women. You're talking about female friends. Would you say they were hanging with you because of the fact that you are living this rich lifestyle and
Nilifanya michango, all michangos, people died, people had weddings, all these michangos, I did them. When I needed help, none of them gave me nothing. When I came to Sydney, in fact, one of them that I was supporting 100%, she gave me a number to a shelter.
oh my god.
Mimi hawa watu, when their people used to come to Australia, I used to sleep with them in my house. Wakija watu wametoka Kenya, they
Yeah,
don't have a place to stay.
yeah, yeah.
I'll
You
say,
give
okay,
them.
I'll pick them up in the airport for them.
That's
Sleep with
right.
them. I came to Sydney, I was given a shelter number to call a shelter.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's I learned my lesson, which is good. Right now, the people who I call my friends, they should be my friend. Otherwise, I don't care.
That's exactly what I keep on telling guys, and I say this all the time here on my show, that if you have people you call friends because and they call you friends because when they look at you, they see an opportunity, walk away right now. Just cut them off. You actually better be on
So
your own, right?
nimepewa
Ever.
space.
You better be on
English,
your own.
sorry.
You better be alone. You better be alone. If you have people who just look at you and they see an opportunity instead of seeing the real you, walk away. And the same thing I talk about platforms. Let's talk about like we can even talk about these TikTok platforms. These TikTok platforms, you got people who miss advocacy. They go from one place to the other. To Kware, upper, right? Because all they are looking for, they want to associate with something where they can hold on because they look at you. They don't see Vo TV. They see an opportunity. I tell them, get out of here.
Yeah, somebody called me to your live one day. A friend of mine, he's in US. She's the one who
Yeah.
told me, you have to come to this live. That's when I came to your live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's when I came to your live.
yes, so take all these lessons. Don't let people look at you. If they are looking at you and they're not like, let me tell you something. And this thing, it actually goes surangumu. Najua kichwa imeuma. Ulisikia 50 million. Wepiga hesabu za mashamba. Oya. Wataka kuambia misari kwa kazi kitu. Simwambia kitu tafadhali. Tukiendeleanga hii kitu.
Ameenda.
Ametoroka. Okay?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
But take notes. And this thing, it starts with family members, right? You got family members who will only call you at the end of the month, right?
I came to Kenya. This is very embarrassing to say. I came to Kenya. I just wanted to come. This was last December. Nimekuja Kenya. I could not even go home because none of my relatives ever called me to know what's happening. Every time they called me, because I used to support them, every time they called me or they sent me a message, they were giving me a number of money they want. So I came to Kenya. Nilikuja to Kenya. I stayed in Nairobi. I went to Mombasa to the beach. Nikarelax kwa beach. Nikapanda ndege nikarudi. I swear to God, I've never thought I would do that, but I did it. I did it. I gave myself a holiday. I wanted my man to relax. Nikaenda Mombasa, nikarudi. Nikapanda ndege nikarudi. I just wanted to relax. I just wanted to be in a familiar place, somewhere. I worked in Mombasa for long, so I had friends from work. Nikaenda Serena, met all my friends. Went to Voyage, I met all my friends.
Advocacy. Wait, can you say? I like the way you said it. Your family members, they will reach out to you with
only when they send me a number of figures they want
and the amount they want you to deposit on that number. That's deep, bro. That's so deep right there, man.
I deleted my video from Facebook because the Kenyan community in Australia insisted that is embarrassing. So I deleted it. And now I feel like, why did I delete it? When I deleted, they still don't talk to me. I could have just left. This is my life. That's when you realize all decisions you do in life are yours. I had just brought my mom to Australia. So I had left my mother and she doesn't know what to do. I had enrolled her in, because my mom got me when she was in high school. So she actually really didn't go to school in Kenya. She's illiterate. But when she came here, I told her, here you can study. So I had enrolled her in a school. She's still studying.
Wow.
I don't know a certificate 4.
Wow.
And she finished that and she enjoyed the course. She did that. She's doing a diploma right now. Actually, she submitted her last assignment today.
Wait a minute.
And,
Your mother is doing her diploma right now.
diploma, yeah, I know it's embarrassing, but yeah.
No, it's not. No, listen, it's not embarrassing. It's so freaking motivating right now.
It was hard. It was hard because she had no papers. So I was paying her fees, like nilikuwa nalipa fees yake.
Yeah.
She had to go look for a job. This woman, she helped me a lot. When I was in US, she even paid my rent. Can you imagine the woman I left here with no job? She even paid my rent in America when I couldn't afford to pay my rent.
That's
when
right.
I told her, and I told her what had happened, she cried on the phone. I hung up on her because I couldn't cry anymore.
Yeah.
But all I told her, I wrote a message, say, do not stop doing that course. That's all I said. And I had enrolled myself in a course, also doing online degree in community services. I changed my career because of the behavior of my husband. You know that?
It's crazy because you still call him your husband.
Because he's not divorced me yet. He hasn't divorced me yet. He said he's divorced, but I asked the court the other day, last week I had a court hearing. I said to them, I want to know whether I'm divorced or not. Because in the state of Pennsylvania, if you do not sign the divorce papers for, I think, 3 or 4 years, it's an automatic divorce to the person who applied. And that time he was forcing me to apply for divorce, because if you apply for divorce, you pay the divorce attorney of the other person.
That's right. And,
So
he was controlling your finances, and he knew that if you had to pay the attorney, I mean, the guy is a freaking.
Right now,
okay.
What I want to tell you, one thing I want to tell you is, I didn't know this because if I had these friends of mine, some of them are social workers, they could have told me this. But because they decided to keep quiet, I went to legal aid. I had to, as the same way I was advocating for myself in America, I came here and I started looking for organizations. I've gone to something called Centrelink, which is like a social security, social something. It's an office for, where you go to get free money from the government.
Yeah.
So they need to give me something called unemployment money because I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
So that when I told my story, they gave me a social worker. They gave me a social worker, and the social worker helped me to tell me you can go to this organization. So until my last social worker told me you can get free legal advice. The government can actually fund my case. When I went to court and said I don't have a lawyer, but I still need to be represented, and he was there saying, no, she has money. Yes, he said that. But I had a good judge. The judge said, no, she's literally entitled to legal aid. So as we're talking, my legal aid funds have been granted.
Miss Advocacy, you're used to the court system. Your life is now just court, lawyer, court, lawyer. How do you stay? Let me ask you, let me find the right way to ask you this question.
Just ask, it doesn't matter, just ask me.
Listen, I'm a straight shooter. But when it comes to domestic violence and all this kind of stuff, I know it's not easy. When it comes to talking an issue about your children that you haven't seen for years, it's not easy. How do you control your sanity?
Social media. Most of my time I spend on social media. I told you I'm on Bigo. Bigo, I'm a big host. I'm a celebrity in Australia. At least I can say that. Celebrity, yeah. That's why I said I can advertise anybody on Bigo. If you come on Bigo Open, I can advertise you. So I have the opportunity that I'm the top host of Australia New Zealand region. So I spend my time over there. Some Kenyans here, like just Zaymo is my friend on that other app. So I spend my time on social media, and I release my tension on social media. When I feel like I want to cry, I just open a live, and I stay there. Nowadays I open solo live. Sometimes I open a panel like this, like a multi, and I just sit there, listen to music, play music,
Yeah.
talk to people. Most of the time, I talk to people with the same stuff. People come and tell me their stories.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I
right.
have 12,
It'll empower you.
12 channels in a month,
Yeah.
12 channels in a month, which they pay me for.
Yeah.
So I have to do those 12 channels in a month. I have to check actually. I have one today.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 12 channels in a month, which I do, and I talk about domestic violence. I talk about everything domestic violence.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. So I'm still looking for a. That's what I do, and mostly I study. I read. I just stay with my computer is always next to me. You can a computer class.
Yeah.
If I feel like if you talk about something that I don't understand, I just go to my computer and read. I just like reading about stuff because I had to read about my case.
Are you using
I
are
don't know
you
how to.
are you using one thing I can give you as a tip and also for the folks who are here. Are you using artificial intelligence to for your research? Which is the
I
quickest way.
haven't even started. No, yeah.
Okay, so inbox me. I'll just tell you something. What you're gonna do is let me tell you something. You're gonna start using artificial intelligence to do your research and getting quick answers. I'll send you
Wow, thank you.
inbox me on WhatsApp. I'm gonna like now, for example, let me ask. So if you're using and all the viewers who are here, guys, if you are not using Chat GPT, artificial intelligence for doing your research, for doing your work, I've been talking about AI for the past 1 year. But Kenyans, of course, sorry, Apostle, Kenyans they don't want knowledge.
Not the truth.
They want wakisikia live kuna kinembe iko huku imewekelewa kule. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Ay. Commercial break. This one deserves commercial break. But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You use AI, like now because you have your laptop next to you. That's how, for example, like Apostle can tell you, like when we're having our discussions, even if it's like about religion, I have my
I'm
AI
okay.
right next to me, like quickly, like right here. So guys, let me do this. Each and every one of you, go to okay. If you have your computer or your smartphone, just type this real quick. Okay, go to openai.com. Okay, go to openai.com. If you're using a smartphone, you can also get the OpenAI app on your phone, and that's ChatGPT.
Oh really?
Yeah. Okay. And can I do a demonstration for you guys? And I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use for you to understand. Look, the only time people fail is because of ignorance, and because you don't want knowledge, you entertain stupidity. That's why you're failing. This smartphone is the best thing that you have in your life. So even like now, like now, Miss Advocacy, you just sign up your account. If you're on your smartphone, you just download the OpenAI app. And I'm gonna let me do like a quick demonstration right here. Let me say like now she's in Australia, right? And you've listened to her story, okay? So I open up, let's say I'm doing some legal research, okay, about something in Australia, Ivy. Okay, I'm looking for something. Okay, so let me say, for example, let me suggest an office in Sydney where I can get legal help as a domestic violence. Guys, take notes. Victim. So this is what we call the prompt. Okay, so I put it in there. Okay, this on my smartphone, and look at this, Miss Advocacy. I just click here and watch this. Look at that. Already have the answer.
Wow.
Volume iko sawa?
So did you say you can download it as an app?
Look at this. I just asked And
Absolutely.
I'm just using your case. Listen, this is what they told me. One option is the Women's Legal Service NSW, which offers legal assistance
That's
to
it.
women.
That's good. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. You see?
Listen to this. Which offers legal assistance to women experiencing domestic violence. You can contact them at 0287456999 or visit their website for more information or to schedule an appointment.
Wow.
Everything you need, Ivy.
Is that is that the